Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Gurureva Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Vasudeva Sutam Devam, Kamsachanuramardhanam, Devaki Paramanandam, Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvam. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram. Namami Bhagavad Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram. Okay, we will invoke the blessings of all Guru Parampara today on Teachers' Day. May all of them bless us, Maharaj. Yeah, we're all a mixture of truth and appearances. Wave, bubble, ocean are all essentially water. With forms, they become different. Similarly, gold essentially the same in all. With forms, they become different, like earring, chain, bangle, etc. The one who is sleeping is one, but in my dream, I split myself into many. That which is split is also this one only. That which appears different, waves, bubbles, ocean, etc., is also the water only. That which appears different as earring, chain, and bangle are also gold only. So, if you know what is that one real in the multiple world of plurality, you will enjoy security. You will enjoy the status of that one which is immortal, blissful, which is not subject to change, therefore no death. It's immortal, it's blissful. That is the purpose of all Shastras given to us out of compassion by our Guru Parampara. They seeing us suffering and they knowing that the suffering is only out of false knowledge of one's own being, out of imagination, tries to tell us, you are different from what you think that you are. You are different from what you appear to be. You are that essence, core, like water in all the names and forms, waves, bubbles, ocean, etc. Like the gold in all the ornaments, like the waker in all the dream book characters. You are the one as existence, as life principle, the essence of the entire world of the names and forms. You are the subject. Everything else appears to be objects, but the objects are also nothing but you. This knowledge will remove from you the sense of duality, plurality, mortality, and hence sorrow. This is called Brahma Vidya, Every Vidya gives you some mastery over the external world. Brahma Vidya gives you complete mastery. Therefore, it's called Brahma Vidya. Brahma means biggest, glorious. Vidya means knowledge, science. Right? So this Brahma Vidya makes us understand that you don't need a solution. You don't have a problem. The problem is a confusion about your identity. Clear your confusions and know what you are. That one reality which people call it God, people call it Sat, people call it Chit, people call it Ananda. In fact, even that is not true, because only it is Sat when there is Asat. It is Chit when there is Achit. That alone is there. So what name? That alone is there. Nothing other than that. That is what you are. That is what you are. So they have told us, now we have to continuously exercise this. Whenever you are affected by the world of changes, phenomena of change, when you are affected by your own body, mind, intellect, etc., you have to say, that's not the real me. That's only an appearance. The real me is the one who is seeing this changing world. I don't change. Just like the waker ego is different from dream ego. Both of them are different from deep sleep ego. But since I remember waking, dream, and deep sleep, I should have been different from all the three egos, present in all the three experiences because I remember them. The rememberer and experiencer must be seen. I am the one who was present in waking, who was present in dream, who was present in deep sleep. The waker is dismissed when you go to dream. Both of them are dismissed when you go to deep sleep. I cannot be dismissed. I am the very substratum. I am different from them. I am eternal. I am changeless. I am common in all. So this is called Brahma Vidya, where it says you are the essential reality, not merely in you. You are the one behind the entire world, because your existence, there are so many existences to be divided. One existence only. That existence is indivisible, partless. Therefore, you are the essence of this entire world. So now you have to put it into practice. You have to know what is an appearance, what is real. That which is real is called Atma. Atma means self. That which is real is called Atma, the core, the self. That which is not real is called Anatma, not Atma. How to recognize what is Atma, what is Anatma? How to recognize what is Atma, what is Anatma? The teacher has given in his slokas up to now, out of his love for us. Atma is Satyam. Anatma is Mithya. Satyam is that which is there in all three periods, gold. Anatma, Mithya, that which appears to be there, not different from Satyam, earring, chain and bangle, wave and bubble, dream world, that's called Mithya. The essence of it being you, the Satyam, you cannot say it is unreal, but the names and forms are not real. They change and they go away. Therefore, it's a combination of Satyam and Asatyam. That's called Mithya, apparent. Mithya is not real but experienced. You cannot say it is real or unreal because you is the essence, real is there, and the forms are not there, unreal. Since both are there, you cannot definitely say it is real or unreal. That's called Mithya. Right? Atma, Satyam, Tadanyat Sarvam Mithyeti. That's called Anatma. And Atma, avikari, no changes. Anatma, vikari. Atma, seer. Anatma, seen. Atma, drashta. Anatma, drushya. Anatma, drushya. Atma, eternal, nitya. Anatma, anitya, not eternal. Atma has no dividing qualities. Gunarahita, Anatma, Gunapurita. Atma, Ekaha, Advaitaha, Aparachinnaha. Anatma, Binnaha, Parichinnaha. Atma, Chaitanya Swarupam, Anatma, Jada. If you had just listened to me, and appreciated the vocabulary, you don't gain anything more than my laptop. If you had listened to me, made a note completely, and apply this in your day-to-day life, you will be able to detach from Anatma and assert the Atma. This process is called meditation, and you will discover yourself to be the God, now thinking to be the dog. Right? So this is the subject matter we are dealing, where Sri Shankaracharya has told us this Anatma expresses as 3 bodies, 5 koshas, different upadhis, bodies, Sula Sarira, Sukma Sarira, Karana Sarira, gross body, subtle body, causal body. Koshas, Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, Anandamaya Kosha. Upadhis, all of them are upadhis. I am different from the bodies. I am different from the koshas. I am different from their states, waking, dream, and deep sleep. Who am I? I am the essence in all. I am different from all. Without them, I can be. Without me, they cannot be. Without them, I can be. Without me, they cannot be. Right? You have to go on applying this. If you do that, go on, Gurudev says, go on tapping at the door of God, Guru. Whenever vasanas have reduced due to this tapping, due to manana, when they have reduced to almost 90%, the Guru opens the door and you are sucked in. Your choice is only to go on tapping. The final sucking in is Guru's grace, God's grace. Right? So, Sri Shankara has told us we are not the Panchakoshas. And in that process, we have negated all, come to Atma. What is Atman? So, the Guru said in 2:11, Yaha ayam atma swayam jyotihi panchakosha vilakshanaha avasthatraya sakshi san avivikaro niranjanaha tadanandaha savigneyaha swatmatva yena vipaschita. Oh intelligent person, swatmatva yena, this atman to be yourself, not that there is an atman in you. You are the atman. Swatmatvena, you should know. What is that? I am atma swayam jyotihi, that which does not need another light to reveal itself. In daytime, you see through sunlight. In night, you see through moonlight or tube light. Right? All of them you can see only if this life is there. But to feel this life, you don't need all those lights. Even if there is totally dark, you say it is dark. Who sees darkness? You, the consciousness. Even when it is dark, this consciousness can see it is dark. There is nothing. Light can only show you light. Light cannot show you darkness. But this Atman can show you light, can show you darkness. So this light, Swayam Jyotihi, it doesn't need another light to illumine itself. In dream, what light is there for you to see the dream world? In dream, what light is there for you to see the dream world? You, the tube light, is enough. Okay. Swayam Jyotihi Panchakosha Vilakshanaha, different from the Panchakoshas in their characteristics. Vilakshanaha. Avastha Traya Sakshi, witness of all the three states of consciousness: waking, dream, and deep sleep. Nirvikaraha, changeless. Niranjanaha, no impurities. Impurities or anything other than you. Mother Earth, when it falls on your shirt, you call it dirt. But when it is there, you say Mother Earth. Anything that is foreign to anybody or anything is called dirt. So, Niranjanaha, free from dirt, means no vasanas, that is foreign to you. Niranjanaha, Sadanandaha. Now our Ananda is only Tadanandaha, now and then. But that is Sadanandaha. Even when you are experiencing joy, this joy only manifests as Vishayananda. When you are experiencing sorrow, still in the presence of this Sadananda only, if you can shift your attention from sorrow to Sadananda, you will be Tadananda, you will be Anandamaya. Right? That is Atma. Now, the student, very intelligent, not like us, asks a beautiful question. Nityatvena nishidheshu kosheshu yeteshu panchasu sarva abhavam vina kinchit na pashyami atra he guru vignayam kimu vastu asti swatmana atma vipaschita. So Guru, when you asked me to negate the five koshas, I did it as per your instruction. And having negated, there is nothing after that. Now what is there for me to know? Who is there to know? What is there for me to know? Because you said that Atma should be known. After I negate, there is nothing. What is there for me to know? What a lovely question. This teacher answers, Sri Guru Ruvacha Satyamuktam Toya Vidwan Nipunosi Vicharane Ahamadi Vikaraste Tadabhavu Ayam Api Anusarve Yena Anubhuyate Yes Swayam Na Anubhuyate Tam Atmanam Veditaram Vidhi Buddhya Susukmaya. My child, what an intelligent fellow you are. Nobody has asked this type of intelligent question. Very intelligent. You have a very, very valid point. Right? Yes, everything is negated. By whom? You are there. So you are not negated, You have negated everything, but you are there. And you is Swayam Jyotihi. You experience all of them. You experience all of them. For you to experience yourself, you don't need anything. Right? In the room, there is a cot, there is a TV, there is a chair, and there are several other things here. The light illumines all of them. Now you remove all of them, only light is there. What illumines the light for you to see that there is a light? It doesn't need another light. It illumines by itself. Similarly, you saw the 5 koshas and their functions, the 3 bodies and their functions. You negated, but you are there. You are Swayam Jyotihi. Because of you, all those experiences were possible, and they cannot illumine you. You do not need them to know yourself. Swayam na anubhuyate, not by them. Tam atmanam veditaram, that knower, the Atma, yourself, with the understand, buddhya, intellect, sukshmaya, sukshmaya, not a gross intellect, not a gross intellect. What is a gross intellect? Gold is 50,000 rupees for tola, per gram 5,000 rupees. So per sovereign 40,000 rupees. This is gross intelligence. Even your servant mind can give you this. This is gross intelligence. 1 apple is 40 rupees, 4 apples is 160 rupees. Gross intelligence. Subtle intelligence. Oh, that man looks very learned. How did you know? You can know through intuition, by his looks, the way in which he speaks, the way in which he behaves. That is not gross intelligence. That is subtle intelligence. That is when the heart and the head are brought in unison. When the head and the heart is in unison, you have an intuitive power in you to know things. You have the intuitive power in you to know things. That is called Sukshma Buddhi. Susukshmaya, subtler than normal subtlety also, because a lot of people are subtle to cut the throat of others. But this is Susukshmaya. Tat sakshikam bhavet, tad yadyadena anubhuyate, kasyapi anubhute arthe sakshitvam nopayudyate. Because the student asked, when everything is removed, what is there? That is a witness when things are parading before it. When things are paraded, when nothing is there, it is not even a sakshi, it is light. I am standing on my balcony. I am seeing a procession going. I am a witness. But when the procession has gone, I am not anymore a witness. I am so and so. Similarly, this light illumines everything that parades before it. But once they have gone, this light is no more a sakshi also. It is Swayam Jyotihi. There is nothing for it to experience. असौ स्वसाक्षिको भावो यतः स्वेनानुभूयते अतः परं स्वयं साक्षात् प्रत्यगात्मा न चेतरः. This Atma, which is experienced all, which doesn't need any other thing to experience itself, it is realized by itself. That is called Param, Supreme, Atma, Brahman, nothing else. This Atman of yours, which has experienced all, and when nothing is there also, it illumines itself. That is that Supreme Brahman, beyond which there is nothing. Therefore, it's called Param, and that Supreme Brahman you are. Tat Tvam Asi. Tat Tvam Asi. That Supreme Brahman you are. Right. Jagrat Swapna Sushuptisu Putataram Yo Asau Samudrumbhati Pratyak Rupataya Tada Ahamityantah Purantyανekadaha Nanakara Vikara Bhagana Yaman Pashyan Mahamdhi Mukhan Nityananda Chidatmana Purati Tam Vidhi Swam Yetam Hrivi. Please experience that in your heart. Heart, not the pumping heart, is the heart where you feel the emotions, is the heart of your personality, means pure intellect. Pure intellect. In that heart, you feel. What to feel? That which manifests in all the three states, Jagrata, Swapna, Sushupti, and which illumines different states of your mind, and which is associated with all the changes, and which illumines the ego, intellect, etc. Yaman, Pashyan, Ahandi, Mukhan, these are experienced through its association with the ego. Yeah. So that which experiences everything, from a blade of grass to Brahman, God, ego, intellect, sees all, including God. Including God, it sees all. That which sees all these thousands of manifestation in your mind, imaginations, that which sees all of them is this Atman, which has to be known in your heart. What is heart? Where the head and the heart are brought together. Pure intellect, contemplative intellect. We are going to deal with this elaborately next class, because the slokas are all 254 to 264 on meditation, intuition, which Sri Gurudev says memorize. At that time, I'll be dealing elaborately with this head and the heart. Right now, I give an example. Again, Gurudev's example. When apple fell on Newton's face while he was lying down, Newton started thinking for 36 years. Why did this apple not go up? Why did it fall on my face? It is not that the apple was going up before Newton found it. It was always falling down, but nobody inquired. It is Newton that inquired. Not 1 day, 2 days, 36 years. Put his whole heart into that. And suddenly, when the head and the heart are completely exploring, you get the intuitive answer from inside you. That's why great masters have said, knowledge is given, wisdom is taken. What you get from others is only information. The real knowledge happens in you. It's all in you. The teachers give certain data through which you contemplate and feel the knowledge in yourself. That's why Bhagavatam, Tene Brahma Hruda. Bhagavan himself revealed Bhagavatam to Brahmaji Hruda, in his heart. All subtle sciences are felt in the heart. Einstein said, the scientist's field of instruments for exploration is intellect. The scientists use intellect. It's erroneous. The rishis have intuition for their knowledge. It is free from any blemish. So this bringing the heart where the head is functioning, that is listening to 1 hour class, because you made the mistake of saying, I will come to the class. Just listen, waiting when it will be 4 o'clock. Right? Listen. After that is over. That will not give you into. You have to get committed. Your heart has to get committed. He said this. He said this. He might have bluffed. Right? Your heart must inquire into that. Then what comes there is called intuition. The marriage of the head and the heart. Right? So, Hruda, in that you have to understand this one that reveals all to you. Gatodake bimbita marka bimba mahalokya mudho raveva manyate tada chidabhasa mupadi samstam granti ahamityeva jado himanyate. This stupid fellow sees the sun trembling in a bucket of water, broken, and thinks sun is broken. Sun is trembling. Similarly, you, the Chidatma, you, that God, seen through this oscillating medium of the BMI, think you are broken. Think that you are shattered. Right? You are not the reflection, like the reflection in the bucket of the sun is not the sun. What you think, you, as the body, I am fat, I am lean. I am angry, I am peaceful. I am dull, I am bright. That's a reflection of you in all these equipments. Your own reflection. Very clearly you can understand when you see the dream. How the dream characters form, your thoughts. Your thoughts are inert. Why? If they are not inert, when you sleep also you can't sleep because they are active. Thoughts are functioning only in the presence of consciousness. These thoughts take shelter in avidya vasanas in sleeping, and therefore you do not experience. When they come out of there, these same inert thoughts in the presence of consciousness get animated. Those animated thoughts, because of the presence of consciousness, is our dream world. Is our dream world. Right? So, these animated thoughts go through the various joys and sorrows of the dream. But the one who illumines them, because of whom they are functioning, is not their reflection, is the actual vastu, the sun. He is not affected by what he sees in the dream. Waking world is just extension of the dream. It's the extension of the dream. Waking world is no different. Sri Gaudapada, grand teacher of Sri Shankara, takes various arguments, how they are not different, and proves to us beyond doubt in Mandukya Upanishad how both of them are same, waking and dream, right? So the fool thinks when he sees the sun trembling in the bucket of water or shattered, sun is trembling. Who is that fool? Who can do that? You and I are all doing that. I am fat, I am lean, I am angry, I am peaceful, I am dull. You only saying, sir, I am hungry. Body is hungry, sir, not you. I am angry, your mind is angry, sir, not you. I am sad, your mind is sad, sir, not you. You are only identifying as that fool identifies with the reflected sun to be the real sun. Right? So, now what you should do? Next sloka. Gatam jalam tadgatam arkam bimbam vihaya sarvam vinirikshayate arkaha tatastha yetat triyava tritaya bhasakaha swayam prakasho vidusha yada tatha. When you detach from the bucket, from the water, from the reflection, shift your attention to the source, to that sun. Then you see the real sun, and that sun is not trembling. You have to leave the medium. Leave the bucket, leave the water, leave the reflection. Shift your attention to that light. Because wherever there is a shadow, wherever there is a reflection, there should be light. If there is a reflection of the sun in the bucket of water, there should be a sun elsewhere. So you leave the bucket, you leave the water, you leave the reflection, and see where from this reflection is coming. You will see that sun which is free from any of these limitations of the reflected sun. Gatam jalam tad gatav akka bimbam vihaya sarvam vinirekshate arkaha tatastha ekat tritaya bhasakaha swayam prakasho vidusha yatha tatha. Right. Now, he gives 3 slokas which can help us for contemplation. Deham dhiyam chit pratibimbamevam visrujya buddhau nihitam guhayam drashtaram atmanam akanda bodham sarva prakasham sat asat vilakshanam. The way to know is everything else is seen. This self is the seer. Therefore, all that is seen detached. When you can no more detach, there is nothing to detach. That is you. Anything that can be detached is an object. That which cannot be detached is the subject. Detached from all the various gadgets and discover that in your own intellect. Nihitam guhayam. Guhayam is the cave. Cave. Why? Now it is dark to you. You are not seeing it. And that is hidden. In that you will discover when you detach from all other external things. How? They are all drushya. Whatever is drushya, negate. Drashtaram, the seer. Atmanam, your own self. Akhanda bodham, indivisible consciousness. Sarva prakasham, that which illumines everything. Sat asat vilakshanam, that which is different from manifest and unmanifest things. Right? What is the light? It illumines the chair here. When the chair is removed, it illumines the absence of the chair. It illumines the presence and the absence of the chair. That is the light. This Atman illumines the manifest, unmanifest, existent, non-existent, external world. Nityam, vibhum, sarvagatam, susukmam, antarbahi shunyam, Ananyam Atmanaha Vijnaya Samyak Nijaswarupametat Puman Vipapma Virajo Vimrutyuhu. Why should you know this? Because you will become free from sins. Vipapma Virajo, free from dirt, mala, agitation. Vimrutyuhu, free from death. By seeing what? Nityam, eternal, Vibhum, all-pervading, Sarvagatam, Suchukmam, subtler than the subtler, because subtle is that which occupies more space than grosser, and this occupies everywhere because it is infinite, and therefore Suchukmam, Antar Bahishunyam. There is no internal and external, because that alone is there. Ananyam Atmanaha. Vijnaya, having known which, Samyak Nijarupametat, knowing this to be your own real being, Puman, this person, Vipapma, free from sins, Viraja, free from vasanas, Vimrutyuhu, free from death, Vishokaha, free from sorrow, Anandaganu Vipastit, this mass of bliss. Swayam Kutastinnak Viveti Kachit. He thereafter is not afraid of anything. Nanyosti Panta Bhavavandam. There is no other shortcut for this liberation from all our limitations and sorrow. Knowing this Atman alone is the solution. Vina Swatatva Agamam Mumukchoho. Without knowing your own real self, real being, there is no shortcut to you to get out of this miseries. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Vishuddham Param Swatasiddham Nityanandekarasam Pratyagabhinnam Nirantaram Jyoti Jayati Jayati. Now all the words are all the same. One word is only different, Jayati. That makes all the difference. You always want to be number one, want to conquer sorrow, want to conquer ignorance, want to conquer death. What is that by which you can conquer all that? By what is Satyam, eternal, Jnanam, knowledge, absolute knowledge, Anantam, infinite, Brahma, biggest, glorious, Vishuddham, completely pure from all vasanas and prakriti, Param, Swatasiddham, it's ever present, Nityananda Ekarasam, whose essence is complete, eternal bliss, Pratyag Abhinnam, that which is the core of everything, Abhinnam, it's indivisible, Nirantaram, nothing in between, and when you know this, you Jayati, you will also conquer. That Atman is ever victorious. That Atman is victorious. You are that, so you will conquer everything else once you know this. And now he is entering into a very, very subtle topic. This is the essence of Mandukya. That is, if there are two, the seer, the seen, the truth, Atma, Anatma, Sat, Asat. Each limits the other. Each limits the other. Where is Advaita? Where is Advaita? The teacher is going to tell us that even that Anatma is only the reflection of this Atma. That Anatma is not different from these. Right? So, it is not that when you detach from all that, they disappear. When you detach yourself from the name and form, the wave and the bubble, they don't disappear. But in spite of the forms, you know that they're all water only. When you detach from earring, chain, and bangle, they don't disappear. But you know, in spite of the differences, the essence is only gold. That's why Sri Shankaracharya said, Brahma Satyam, gold is Satyam, water is Satyam, Jagan Mithya, waves and bubbles, earring, chain, and bangles are apparent. Jivo Brahmaiva Napara. This wave, bubble, the earring, chain, and bangle are nothing but their essence, the water and the gold. Are you able to understand? I have mixed up both examples to confuse you so that you can think. Is there any doubt for anybody? That's problem. Doubt varadu. Suma joke. Sorry, you are not all that bad. Humor. You need it. Now and then. Right. Now he is going to tell us Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha. This Jiva is only that Brahman, not different from Brahman. That is what he is going to tell us. Sadidam Paramadvaitam Swasmadanyasya Vastuno Abhavat Nahi Anyadasti Kinchit Samyak Paramartha Tattvabodha Dashayam. Paramartha Tattvabodha Dashayam, in that state of enlightenment, Na Anyadasti, there is nothing other than you. Kinchit, nothing. You alone. He was the one appearing as the many. Sad Brahma Karyam Sakalam Sadevam Tanmatra Metanna Tato Anyadasti Asti Tiyo Vaktina Tasya Moho Vinirgatoho Nidritavat Prajalpaha. The so-called objective world, the effects of that singular cause, this effect Karya of that Karana is not different from the Karana. If somebody says Karya is different from the Karana, he's prattling like one prattles in sleep. He says, Brahma Vedam Vishwamityeva Vani Sroti Brute Atharvanishta Varishta Tasmad Yetad Brahma Matram Hi Vishwam Na Adhishtanad Bhinnata Aropitasya. This Bhinnata is only a superimposition. Aropitasya. There is no real difference. Brahma Veda Vishwam. This Vishwam, this Jagat is nothing but Brahman only. Who says? Shruti. Brute. Which Shruti? Atharvanishta. In the Atharvana Veda. What is that? Mandakopanishad. Tasmad Etad Brahma Matram. This Vishwam, which is frightening you, is also Brahman. Sorrow comes, understand, it is Krishna in another form. Joy comes, it's Krishna in another form. Right? Dukh mein bhi bolo, Krishna Krishna. Sukh mein bhi bolo, Krishna Krishna. Yes? Right. And this Mundakopanishad, what does it say? Brahma Vedam Purastat. This Brahma alone is there in the front. Paschat, at the back. Brahma Dakshinascha, at the right side. Uttarena, above. Right? Adascha, below. Urdhvam. Sorry, Uttarena. Uttarena, Adascha, Urdhvam cha. Prasuta Brahmaihi Vedam. Vishwamidam Varishtam. All these are manifestations of that Brahman alone. Satyam yadi syat jagadeta atmanohu. Yadi syat jagadeta atmanohu. Anantatva hanihi nigama apramanata asatwaditvam apishituhu syat etatrayam sadhuhitam mahatmanam. If it is true that there is a world different from Brahman and it is true, it affects three people. It falsifies three. What are the three it falsifies? One, it falsifies the infinite nature of one truth. Because Jagat also is there. If there are two, truth cannot be infinite. If truth is not infinite, it cannot be truth, because what is not infinite changes. What changes is not truth. What changes is not truth. If it should not change, it should be infinite. And if it is Jagat also is true, there are two things Brahma cannot be infinite. So one falsification. Second falsification, the Shruti says, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Ekaha Advitiyaha. All this is Shruti says. So therefore, Shruti is also falsified. And then teacher also is falsified, because Sri Krishna says, which will come in the next sloka, that he alone is there. There is nothing other than him. It's come in the next sloka. Krishna says, and therefore now you are falsifying Krishna also. Etatrayam sadhu hitam mahatmana. Na etatrayam. These three are not considered as desirable by the great enlightened people. Where is Guru falsified? Next sloka. Ishvaro vastu tattvagno nachaham teshu avastitah nachamastani bhutani iti eva vechi klupat. In the 9th chapter, Bhagavad Gita, it says, Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakta murtina mastani sarva bhutani nachaham teshu avastitah nachamastani bhutani pashyame ekamaishwaram. Bhagavan says, I am in them, they are not in me. Right? And in fact, even I am not in them. See this glory of mind, which Sri Gurudev uses a beautiful word, relationship, less relationship. What is the relationship between the snake and the rope? There is no relationship, but it is still there. So, what is the relationship between the dreamer and the waker? They are the same. There is no relationship when they are the same. But yet you see plurality, there is a relationship. Therefore, less relationship. That's what that sloka says. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina. I am there in all the jagat in my unmanifest form. Right? Mastani sarvabhutani nachaham teshu avastita. They are all in me, I am not in them. The snake is in me, says the rope. The rope says, I am not in the snake, because if I am in the snake, when you brought light and saw the snake is gone, I am not gone. The snake is in me, I am not in the snake, because snake goes on light. With the light, I don't go. So therefore, in one sense, I am in them. They are in me, I am not in them. They are in me, I am not in them. Because if I am in them, I should also disappear. I don't disappear, therefore I am not in them. They are in me. But in essence, that's also not true, because there is no snake at all at any time. Where was the snake? I alone was there. Yadi satyam bhavet vishvam sushupta upalabhyata yannopalabhyate kinchid ato sat swapna van rusha ato asat swapna van rusha ato asat swapna van rusha. If this world exists, when you are sleeping, consciousness is there. Consciousness will illumine whatever is there. That's its nature. If the world exists in sleep, the world should be felt also, because consciousness is there. In sleep, world is not felt because there is no world. World was there in the mind. In sleep, mind goes behind the avidya, therefore you don't see the world. Since you don't see the world in sleep, it is only apparent, a mischief of the mind, not real. अतः हृदं नास्ति जगत् परमात्मनः पृथक् प्रतीतस्तु वृषागुणादित्वात् आरोपितस्यास्ति किमर्थवत् अधिष्ठानम् आभाति तथा प्रमेण. So therefore he concludes there are no two things as Jagat and Ishvara, Brahma. Jagat is Brahma, Brahma is Jagat. Jivo Brahmaivana Aparaha. All this happens because of the Brahma, superimposition of your imagination. Bhrantasya yadyad brahmata pratitam brahmaiva tat tadrajatam hi shuktihi idam taya brahma sadeva rupyate tu aropitam brahmani namamatram. Just like you see there at a distance in the beach a shell. A shell has a shine similar to silver. You don't see the shell properly, you see the shine, you think it is silver and run there. When you run there, there is only shell, the aropita silver is gone. Similarly, this Jagat is an aropanam on you, and when you see this light, the aropanam is removed, and you will know that you are that Brahman. And everything else is a mere name. It's a mere name. That I will come to it later, because next one or two verses that's coming, that how all this is a name from Chandogya Upanishad. I will deal with that later, or I will tell you now also. Right? Ekena mritpindena sarvam runmayam vignatam syat. Vacharambhanam vikaro namadheyam vrittikeva satyam. Ekena mritpindena, by knowing one mritpinda, one small earth, a small particle of earth, ekena mritpindena, a mud ball, right? Mud ball, sarvam runmayam vignatam sat. You will understand all the vikaras, effects of mrut. By knowing one mrutpinda, you will know all other modifications of mrut. Right? And then Vacharambhanam vikaro namadeya. These namadeyas, pot, mug, jar, plate, they are all Vacharambhanam namadeyam. They have their reality only through words. They are only names. Vrittikeva satyam. Mud alone is the truth. Vrittikeva satyam. Mud alone is the truth. Similarly, this world is Vacharambhanam, Vikaram, Namadeyam, Brahma alone is the Sat. Nirastamaya krita sarva bhedam nityam sukham nishkalam aprameyam arupam avyaktam anakhyam avyayam yoti swayam kinchidam chakasti. Whatever is shining here is that Brahman alone, and it can be seen when Nirastamaya, when this ignorance, when this delusion is gone. Sarvamidam, all this to be Nityam, eternal, Sukham, blissful, Nishkalam, partless, Aprameyam, immeasurable, Arupam, without a form, Avyaktam, unmanifest, Anakhyam, which cannot be revealed through words, Avyayam, imperishable. Right? That one which illumines everything is known to you where this ignorance is removed. Right. Jnatrugnaya jnana shunyam anantam nirvikalpakam Kevala Akanda Chinmatram Param Tattvam Vidur Buddhaha. Buddhaha, intelligent people, know this truth. What is the truth? Jnatru Gnana Gneya Abhedaha. That which is different from Jnatru, the knower, Jnana, the knowledge, Gneya, to be known. They are not different. Jnatru, Gnana, Gneya. Like in our dream. The Gnatru, Gnana, Gneya are all one. And they all merge into the one truth, the waker's consciousness. Similarly, the experiencer, the experienced, and a relationship between them all merge into this consciousness. Nirvikalpam, partless, Kevalam, Akhanda, Chinmatram, indivisible awareness, the truth, Param, supreme, Tattvam, essence, Buddhaha, Viduhu, intelligent people know. So, if you want to say you are intelligent, you have to know the truth. Otherwise, you are otherwise. Wise or otherwise. Aheyam anupadeyam Manovacham agocharam aprameyam anadyantam brahma purnamaham mahaha. Aheyam, nothing to discard. Anupadeyam, nothing to hug. Aheyam, nothing to reject. Anupadeyam, nothing to hug. Mano, vacha, vacham, agocharam, beyond the mind and the words. Apramayam, immeasurable. Anadi, anantam, no beginning, no end. Brahma, that glorious. Purnam, fullness. Aham, I. Ahaha, that is the supreme self, which is the outshining glory. Brahma Purnam Aham Ahaha. Right? So,
Uncle, that is Mahaha only, no, Uncle?
Mahaha. Aham Mahaha. Maha means glorious. Mahati. Mahiya. Right? So, yeah. So, now, there are two words here, very important words. Aheyam, anupadeyam. Not to reject, not to hug. What is your world which gives you joys and sorrows? Something to hug, something to reject. Are you ever free from this? Rejection and hugging? As long as you are not free from this rejection and hugging, you will always be tossed between joys and sorrows. If you want infinite Akhanda Anandam, you have to experience that one which is full. Therefore, nothing heyam, because everything is in it. Nothing upadeyam, nothing to hug, because there is no second thing. There is no second thing. Whatever is there is me. Not to reject, not to hug. So, when the world of experiences come to you, you have to develop this mind, not to get attached to anything, not wanting something to be rejected, not wanting something to come. That which has come, whatever is come, is only Krishna. Krishnamayam Jagat. Nothing to hug, nothing to reject. Everything is Krishna. This should be your attitude. This will work. If you forget all that I told you now, remember this. Nothing to hug, nothing to reject, because all is Krishna. That much you remember, that's enough. You will be saved. Om Purnamada Purnamadam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namah. Harihi Om. Thank you all. God bless you all.